up, guys? Welcome to the channel. On the video today, I want to talk about something a lot of you are probably wondering. Why did I get a Mustang? And furthermore, why did I get this Mustang? Well, honestly, I knew what I wanted as far as a channel build car. I had a goal in mind back when I started YouTube, and I said it in way long ago previous videos. When I reached 2,000 subscribers, I was gonna buy a car for the channel. So we're there, you know. Lebanon Ford was the only dealership in the country running this amazing deal for an 800 plus horsepower Mustang for $40,000. It's incredible. Originally, this car was supposed to be a Roush Stage 3. I even brought it up to JD Joyride when I first saw him at one of the callouts. And then that slowly changed just because a Roush Stage 3 is more than twice the amount that this car cost. And I'd be kind of devaluing it if I would to mess with it and modify it and alter it. A car like that you want to keep perfect. You want to keep just how Roush made it. That's how you hold the value in that car. They are beautiful machines though. So I chose to go with this 300A for a few reasons. One of the biggest reasons and biggest influences with me on this car is Stangmode. Stangmode made a video a year and a half ago about owning his car, and since he's owned his car for such a period of time, what he would do differently next time. He said some things in that video that made me think. The Magna Ride, automatics to definite, the seats, performance pack, a lot of those parts he's already changed. He went with bare brakes, aftermarket rims. So what you're paying for in a performance pack, you're modifying and getting rid of. He did say he loves his digital dash. I actually like the analog dash. I wish it had more features and stuff like that, but we'll deal with that when it comes up. I'm really liking the retro look of the analog dash. I think it's kind of got a retro feel to it. So for right now, we're gonna go with it. I enjoy this dash the way it is. One of the first mods I'm going to be doing though, besides tint, is getting rid of this radio. This radio is hideous. Doing speakers, radio, make it a more modern, nicer feel sound system. This car is perfectly fine as it is. It's very quiet. I can talk with you guys while I'm driving around. I got an appointment to go to, and I can certainly have regular conversations as a regular person in this car, even though it's 800 plus horsepower. It's crazy. This thing really awakens when you romp the throttle. Another big influence as to why I got this car is a guy who has a channel called Xander13. Xander13 actually made a video recently where he, because his car was getting modified, twin turbo setup, and he was out putzing around on his bike. He stops at a car dealership because a car stuck out to him. A car called him. It was this car. He pulls up and he finds an Orange Fury GT 300A package, and he's like, this is the car I should have got. This has everything you need, plus it doesn't have everything you don't need. It is what every YouTuber should get if you want to modify your car. Well, Xander is exactly what I got. Simply love the car. Another influence. Lebanon Ford does what's called Pick Your Power. They don't just sell a Whipple setup. You can do a Vortex setup, an Elbrock supercharger. They have Roush superchargers. forget whether or not they do like Paxson. They do a twin turbo Hellion kit. The twin turbo Hellion kit's a little bit more money, but these setups are available with the car on a basic package for 40 grand. Now the Roush is like $750, but they carry a warranty. Everything except for the twin turbo Hellion kit, it will carry a warranty, and I want to say they're all 50 state legal. I have to double check on that, but that's simply amazing for the price to have that many options. And guess what? They still do it for trucks. They have the same packages available for pickup trucks. You can get an F-150, 250, 350 with a Whipple supercharger kit on it. And like the F-150s are still 40 grand. I've been to car dealerships. I've seen these new Rangers. You get a brand new Ranger nowadays. If it's got like the lift kit package that everybody likes and the off-road setup, you're paying over 40 grand. I got 800 horsepower in a Mustang for $40,000. I bought some extra goodies, but we'll get into that on a later video. On another reason that sold me on this car, I watched Stangmode test various different cars. He tested Whipple, and then he has a friend that let him drive his Vortec, and he made a video about how he thinks the Vortec is a better setup and a better car than the Whipple. I'll watch anything, you know, so I put the video on and I'm watching it, and he was talking about how the Vortec like builds up power over a longer period, sort of like a turbo. It kind of just, it gets there, and then when it gets there, you know. And then he said, the Whipple just scares me. It's instant power, it's insane right from the first drop of the pedal. And as soon as he said that, I wanted it. Not that it scares me, I wanted the power, you know. I wanted this thing to be insane, and it certainly has lived up to his reputation. It is insane. But once I knew I wanted an Orange Fury color car in an automatic, because I wanted the tech for drag racing, the 10-speed, I knew I had to do some research. So I found another channel, Coyote Car Guy. He lives down in Florida. He has an 18 of the same car, and he put the Stage 1 Whipple setup on it. Those numbers for him, stock were like $750. So I've been watching all his videos. He seems like an amazing person. Seems like he's very genuine. He just loves his car. He loves other people's cars. Because that's me as well. I'm not a Ford guy. I've driven everything. My dad actually shoved Chevy down my throat when I was a kid. And it didn't ruin me for anything else. But he was a professional mud racer. He had a GMC Jimmy, like a 70 or 80 style GMC Jimmy. I forget, I was a kid. With a big 454 supercharged in it. And it was a monster. He would do it like a 400 foot mud pit in like 5 seconds. So I've always been wrenching. I've always been interested in cars. So that hasn't stopped now that I'm an adult. I've grown to appreciate everything. There's not one brand that I prefer over another. It just so happens my last couple vehicles were Fords, just because the amazing Ford Explorer Sport, and now this amazing deal here. But I love a Camaro ZL1. I am really into Corvettes. Vipers always held a place in my heart. But a lot of the new supercars are just amazing. McLarens and these Challengers, and obviously I don't think I'll ever own like a Bugatti and things like that, but they're certainly nice to ponder at, you know. They're not a practical everyday car for me, so it's not an option. But this goes to show you, an everyday average working man can't afford a car that will do supercar speeds. and have amazing power. And it's affordable. So that's my take. That's why I chose to get this car. That's why I decided to go with the base model GT and the Whipple setup. I hope all of you enjoyed this video. It's a big ramble and a rant for me, but I figure I'd give you a little cold start in the beginning and then show you why I chose this car. Well, many videos to come on this car, and we're going to break down every little bit of it. And like my channel motto says, you know, it matters not what you drive,